My PCP asked me what I was doing that worked so well, and I told him that I had deleted 2 of 3 meals a day and that I was smoking a pack a day. And he literally laughed and said, "Whatever's working, keep it up." Wild. When I was a party monster, yeah, hold on, I shattered my molars. Oh, honey. And I couldn't eat for 124 days, and everyone was so proud. It was literally starvation. Fuge, I'm so sorry. When I got sober and diagnosed and medicated, I put on 35 pounds, and the dysmorphia is back with a vengeance. I know it's a trick, and I know it's just my brain being dumb, but it's sort of like an anxiety attack. Like, you can know the reasoning. Oh, for sure. 100% Fuge. I cannot spend too long looking at photos of myself during relapse because my my brain fights with itself. It sees those pictures and initially goes, "Oh my god, you look like Skeletor, you look so unhealthy." And then the sick part of my brain is like, "Oh my god, yes, skinny legend, queen," and it's like, that's not good, right? It's so hard to let go of those unhealthy behaviors, especially when the world literally treats you as if you've cured cancer if you lose weight. It's absolutely wild. I know, Pastel. It's been 10 years since I branded myself. I haven't done anything close to that since. Yeah, I was never, and I do not use this term as a pejorative or derogatory, I was never a cutter. I was never a burner. Um, I was mostly a withholder. Um, and, sometimes, on rare occasions, a purger, But yeah, it was, and also, please, y'all, if you need to take a dip, we are talking about some serious mental health stuff. Please take care of yourselves. But yeah, it's really fucking hard. It's really difficult to explain to people who don't have a history with self harm, um, you know, how difficult it is to let go of what feels like control in that regard. Oh, no, 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 Kristen, I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. Saying I really can't relate. No, understandable. Absolutely. It's the same way that I can't relate the other way because it's like, unless I was harming myself, I couldn't exist like that, which is not what that experience is like for people who are, bean poles, by luck of the draw. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I miss the body I had when I was actively an addict, but I also know I was gaunt and literally dying. It is so hard to explain. It is difficult, Fuge, and I witness you, shiny and chrome on the Fury Road. You're doing great, and I'm proud of you for taking care of yourself and for still being here with us. I got branded 10 years ago, too. I got a tattoo over it because it was fucking with my head to see it on my body. Definitely the most healing tattoo I'll ever have. Jesus Christ. Somebody else branded you, or you asked and then had to, and if you don't want to answer that question. I'm such a chicken and I'm not good with pain. So I can't imagine, but I did have many roommates throughout my time in the mental health system who would brand or cut, etc. I'm thankful my parents don't know what addiction is, but it's also wildly isolating. They constantly trigger my sobriety and my dysmorphia, and even though I don't have the patience to explain or even want to take the time and try and get them to understand, it's still difficult. Oh, for sure. Oh, 100%. I mean, even as somebody who was on the other side of it, I did not understand until much later. Like, I referenced my grandfather, my maternal grandfather being a Frank Gallagher alcoholic earlier, right? Sort of flippantly. But I had a very hard time having any empathy or sympathy for the man at all when I was younger because addiction was just a concept that as a child didn't make sense to me. Like, I didn't understand how somebody could be presented with the choice of choose the substance or choose your family, right? And then the addict chooses the substance instead of their family, right? I couldn't wrap my brain around how that could be possible when I was younger, right? And then, thankfully, I have never had to tango with addiction the same way that other members of my family have, certainly. But I've talked before about quitting cigarettes. Nicotine cessation really made me confront, holy fuck, I am an addict, because I had never experienced, the actual, like, living, breathing, like, animal that addiction is, in any form, really, before I experienced that. And then on top of that, I think that there's a lot of similarity when it comes to living in recovery, with different mental health challenges. And the idea of recovery not being linear was essential to not only my own personal work with addiction, but also the way that I approach my own mental health recovery, right? So it's like, I totally, understand how being